Hello there viewers, thank you very much for smashing the comment section last episode with all your suggestions to rename Mustafa Bassaran. I will announce the winner in today's episode, but before we do that, I stumbled across something which I was quite surprised with, which you might actually be surprised with as well, and I'd like for you to help me again. Now, on Monday, this Monday coming, the 18th of May 2020, is going to be 1 year of this channel. The first video that I did an Eintracht Frankfurt save back in the day. I'll say back in the day, it's only a year ago. It's the first birthday of Omega Loot Gaming. I think that is quite an achievement, what we have managed to do in a year. The community that we have grown in just a year. And, of course, the really good series that we have potentially done. So what I'd like to do to celebrate the 1 year anniversary, the 1 year birthday of Omega Loot Gaming is do a nice little Q&A. I said I was going to do it for 2,000 subscribers. I never got round to it. We're at 3,000 subscribers now and still climbing. And it's just the first year. I'm very lucky to be in this situation. That's all thanks to you guys and maybe the FM Scout deal. That I have managed to do that and you guys have managed to find me and seem to enjoy what I do. So I'd like to do a Q&A, but of course I'd need some questions to answer in the Q&A because Q&A stands for questions and answer. It would be rather pointless if there was no questions. It would be a very lousy Q&A. So please, pepper down the comment section. Any questions that you may have regarding the saves I do, maybe my personal life, maybe my wrestling training, football in general, maybe my opinions on a certain player in real life, a team, anything like that. Any questions, question as many as you like as well, you know, because I don't really know whether I'm going to get many questions. This might be a very short Q&A video. I'd like it to be quite a nice one, quite a nice long video so that you guys get to know me a little bit more. I get to answer your questions, put a bit of a spotlight on yourself maybe, I don't know. So let me know down in the comments what your questions are going to be. I'm also going to be across on Twitter at Omega_Luke, which please come and follow me on Twitter. There is so many wrestling fans I have on Twitter and roughly about 200 Football Manager fans. So whenever I post something about Football Manager, nothing. It is ridiculous. Absolutely no interaction. I need you over there as well. At Omega_Luke on Twitter. If you have a Twitter, come give me a follow. So yes, I will be doing the Q&A next week. Probably trying to do it on Monday, maybe on the Tuesday, because we will have, of course, a ROTTERDAMINATION episode out on the Monday. So please get your questions in either here, Discord, or on Twitter. That would be fantastic. But now, without further ado, we've had some incredible suggestions for a name, and I've picked my favourite. Now, I didn't really know how I was going to do it, whether I put everything into like some sort of random generator or I just picked from random. And I thought I would look through before and then decide because there could be some awful suggestions that I don't want to actually include. But you actually did really well, the suggestions, some really good ones. There was like Feyenoord's all-time top goal scorer, which is a really good one. A couple of funny ones, which I will never be able to pronounce, hence why they will never make it. Some who are named after their children, which I really appreciate. That was nice and a fitting touch. But I have gone down the humour route because I think long term, I'm already laughing because this is ridiculous. Long term, this could be quite funny. So the winner is a man called Tom Hines. Thank you very much, Tom, for putting in your suggestion of Ronaldinho. I can't believe I've done this. But yes, Ronaldinho will be the new name of Mustafa Bassaran. And let's hope Mustafa Bassaran has a long and fruitful career. No, he won't. Let's hope Ronaldinho will have a long and fruitful career at Feyenoord. Wherever league we go, hopefully he can live up to those expectations that we have been given him in his first full season at the club. Already 2 goals in 5 games for Mr. Ronaldinho, so this is going to be quite entertaining to say the least. So we've had some interesting stuff happen in between. We had a stream on Thursday night, which, if you don't know, I do stream the in-between episodes. I will be doing it this weekend on Saturday, probably Saturday evening. So twitch.tv/Omega Loot Gaming if you'd like to check it out. A few noob guys come across, caught me live for the first time, enjoyed their stay, and I even managed to get some Twitch Prime subs, so that was great. And Lander, well, fair play to Lander. Big shout out to Lander, my assistant manager, who helped me with this database to begin with. He just started gifting subs left, right and centre. just, yeah, okay, you want to sub as well, you want to sub as well. So massive thank you to that man. There's really cool emotes, one with a lightsaber. So that is, if you like Star Wars and you like Omega Luke, get yourself on Twitch. But these were the results that we went through during that live stream. Now, of course, the last game we played was it the iBar game? It was the iBar game. It was the Kirku 92nd minute goal. That's right. Well, the first game we had, we actually lost. So that was brilliant. Can't describe how great that is. To now first place, Augsburg. So a 2-1 victory for them. Miguel Baeza getting our goal. Then we had the first round leg of the World Cup, the Carabao Cup, where we played Monterrey. We then lost the second leg, 2-0. In golden goal situation, Jesus Gallardo. So we would have gone through if away goals counted. They don't in this competition, but golden goal does. So they went through. So fair play to them. They go on to the next round. I'm not really that bothered. We played a fully rotated side for that game. So did we? We played a mainly rotated side for that for that game. Cruz Azul was next, and with Morelos being out injured for quite some time, Nikolai Jorgensen stepped up to the plate with a 75th and a 94th minute winner. Back in the goals for Nikolai Jorgensen. Sinistera and Jerry made us a 2-0 victorious team. That's a weird way of saying it, Luke, but we'll go with it. 85th and 87th minute, so again, late goals. We're bringing them the late goals, and I'm enjoying it. Tigres, a nice 2-0 victory. Miguel Baeza and Jorgensen. And then finally, Alfredo Morelos is back, and he is back in the goals. 86th minute goal, 90th minute goal after conceding in the 84th. I went mental. It was scenes everywhere, but it was good. So today, I'm going to do something different today. Originally, I was going to bring you back for a double episode, but I'm thinking we're going to try something different, and I mentioned it to the Twitch chat yesterday. They all seemed to think it was a good idea, so I just want to trial it, really. So maybe with your question, let me know whether you enjoy this type of episode. So what I'm basically going to do today, we're going to bring you the first game of Atletico Mineiro, and instead of bringing you the Norwich game, which I was going to do originally, we're going to talk about a youngster instead. And what we're going to do is we're going to dive into a youngster, talk about the progression that I'm giving this man and what my plans are, hopefully down in the future for this player. And what I'm thinking of doing is seeing how this sort of the reaction of this episode goes, because everyone seems to do the two game formula through their episode, and after the second game's finished, that's it. And you don't really see many things going in behind the scenes. So what I think I'm going to do is sort of bring you more behind the scenes now. An illusion. Bring back the curtain, if you will. This is already very bizarre, isn't it? But we're going to see how it goes. So first off, I'm going to pick a youngster at random. I'm going to talk to you, well, I'd say at random. A youngster who I think has actually some sort of future at the club. No good picking someone in the under-18s who has 2-star potential, Luke. But we're going to pick someone who has a fairly decent potential, who I think could be a first-team player in the future, what my plans are for this player, and just see what the reaction is for this type of episode. I think that could be quite fun. But first off, we do have the Atletico Mineiro game, and they find themselves in 11th place, so they're not doing too bad. But we are joint top, and we are losing on head-to-head, so remember, it is not down to goal difference. Augsburg are top. We have better goal difference. They still are top. So that's quite surprising. What is surprising as well is even though we are in second place with 20 victories and the best goal difference in the league, we do not have anyone in the top scorers for, I think it's the top, yeah, we're fourth. Miguel Baeza on 11. Burgess there in joint fifth with 10. We don't have any of our strikers. 16th, Morelos. So that is a bit of a concern. Morelos has missed quite a few games. Assist-wise, we're exactly the same as well. We're not even on the list. That is, wow. Okay, that's shocking. I thought we'd be better than that. Still, average rate. Come on, give it. Nope, Nicolo Armini in 19th on the average rating. That is it. How are we second? How? Now, we are in January as well, and we have had some outs, unfortunately. Or you may say it's actually quite a good thing. So, on the outs, we actually have one of our main players in Tyrell Malacia. And people who were in the stream, seeing how much of a dick he was, he wanted to go to a club who I think were like 3 leagues lower than us, and then was kicking up a fuss. So I said, no, you're going to stay here. And he was like, no, I'm not. So, he's gone. He's absolutely gone. Went to Stuttgart, Tyrell Malacia. I don't think he was anything special. I was looking at replacing both fullbacks, and I don't think he would have made it. 4.8 million, that will do. But we did bring someone in. Our first team player is now going to be this man, Gianluca Itter, the German. 22 years old. I think he's better than Malacia. He has better potential, and I think this guy can be absolutely amazing on this game. He has good teamwork, good work rate. The things I look out for, remember, natural fitness of 15 and stamina of 14. Not to mention he is a very good left back and very young. We picked him up for a very good price of just £10 million. So I think that is a good bit of business. But not only have we done that, we have managed to bring in a guy, the future left back of this club. He is also Dutch, so I'm excited with this. Simon Bakker. Maybe it's not how you say it, but we've brought him in for 49k. And this man looks good. Although his pace is slightly low at the minute, he is just 16, so he has a lot of room to grow. But even though he is just 16, have a look. Look at those technicals. 15 heading, passing of 13, tackling of 16, good technique. He has great natural fitness already and stamina, which is always good for a youngster. Cracking work rate. We're going to stick him in a mentoring group, so hopefully get his determination up. I wonder what his actual personality is. He's got a fickle personality. That's the bad one. Hopefully, at such a young age, we can get that out. But he has 5-star potential, and I think for 49k, what does it matter? Even if he never plays for us, even if he never plays a first team game, which I can pretty much 99% guarantee he will play a first team game. I think this man is a cracking signing for what we have. So, welcome to the club, Simon. So, without further ado, let's run you through the first team lineup. So we do have a couple of fitness worries, one being Armini, but the side looks like this. We have Van Bournemouth, Itter, Jerry, Leo Leos, Karsdorp, Burgess, Tornstra, Lokonga, Baez, Renier, and of course Morelos back leading the line. They have actually two fullbacks who I'm quite interested in Guilherme Arana and Guga at right back. I've looked at both of them when deciding the fullbacks who I want to bring into my side. Guga now definitely looks like a target for that right back position now that we have Itter and Baker on the bench, or Bakker, who we have as like a fill-in. Here's Baeza, 11 minutes in. Jerry with the attempt. Jerry puts it over. Straight away though, Baeza again. Tornstra. Oh, we're peppering this goal already. It's still 0-0 though somehow. Burgess for the corner. Still haven't sorted corners out. Just decided not to do it. I have sorted out though. Set piece takers. Tornstra will no longer be taking a penalty. That's for sure. We have some very bizarre penalty takers. I think free kick takers. Baeza is our main man. Along with, I think it's Jurgensen who's really good at them too. Renier, right, the goalkeeper again. We haven't really tested this goalkeeper yet. Will they test ours though? There's Cavallini, Leo Leos and Karsdorp doing very well there. Over the top. Van Bournemouth, very alert. I like that. We've actually dropped down to third place because Sheffield United have gone 1-0 up against Norwich. There is Burgess again. Lovely play to Renier. That's better. Baeza, what a goal that is. I didn't quite know what to do with myself there, viewers. That's a fantastic goal. Renier, the assist by Renier then. I have been questioning his output and his performances, but when he does balls like that, oh, it's a fantastic goal. What a lovely little goal that is. Miguel Baeza on the volley, first time, makes us top of the league as it stands, because Augsburg, I think, are they struggling? Who are they against? Augsburg are 0-0 so far against Red Bull Salzburg, who you would expect them to beat. But as it stands, we are top of the league, boys, and we are enjoying ourselves with our football right now. I think the change in tactic going to the 4-4-1-1, I don't know whether it's changed much, but I just feel like we have a more compact midfield. Instead of being in like a line like we were before, with it being like that, two banks of four. I don't know whether it's making it harder to break us down now. Instead of having like two midfielders just running past the one in the middle. Whether it's 2-on-2 now is better. It's weird, isn't it? Very weird. Tornstra, he's got some room. He's had a pop. He's unlucky. I've just brought on Sinistera for Burgess because Burgess is having one of his distant games again where he doesn't seem to exist on the pitch. Adinho. Guga, there's a lovely ball, and that is the reason why I have my eyes on Guga at right back. We lose Karsdorp, remember, that's his second season in on loan. We lose him at the end of this season, and we don't really have a decent right back, especially if we do go up. We need a decent right back, and I think Guga could be a good man to bring in. He's young, he's Brazilian, he has a bit of flair. He has good crossing ability, as you can see there. But here we go. Sinistera has been put in by Lokonga. Oh, and he's hit it at the goalkeeper. It's disappointing. Double change then. Kirku and Jurgensen coming on for Tornstra and Morelos. There's Karsdorp. Sinistera. Jurgensen straight away in the thick of it. You can't quite get it though. Leo Leos plays it back to Van Bourmoes. Into a tear. Jerry out to Baeza. There's Sinistera, he can't quite get there. There's a tear again. Lokonga. Baeza. He's found Jurgensen somehow. And somehow we still are not 2-0 up. How are we missing all these opportunities? We've had 24 shots, 11 on target, and it's still only 1-0. And we had to score an incredible goal for that. Augsburg though, 1-0 down. Jurgensen's hit the bar. Jurgensen, I mean, I think it was a cracking save this time. The goalkeeper has done very well. He's had 12 shots at him, and the only one he hasn't been able to save was right in the corner. But now they have the ball, and this is what's dangerous. We've scored a few late goals lately, but if we concede one now, that is going to be embarrassing. Jer. Iter can't get there. Oh, it isn't even Iter, it's Baeza. Guga is causing us some problems, isn't he? I've made note of him. There's Kirku. Ball over the top. Jurgensen. He's all on his own. He's got about 5 men around him, and he's gone and done it. I mean, Nikolai Jurgensen, he's been pushed to the bench with Alfredo Morelos coming in instead. And really? I haven't seen Morelos do anything like that. Look at him. There's 5 men around him. 5 men around him, and he still manages to get the ball down, take it around to a couple of people, and smash it in past the goalkeeper. Sambi Lokonga has picked up an injury. That's bad. It looks like a hamstring injury. But a 2-0 victory, we cannot... Oh, that's good. That is a good performance from us. A great clean sheet too, with a couple of youngsters in the back line. Well, Leo Leos, who I think is like 17. So that is quite good. In fact, for our little end of the episode look, we're going to have a look at Leo Leos because there's a few things that I'd like to discuss. So here we have the man then, Leo Leos, who came in at the start of the season. We picked him up for quite cheap, remember, only £1.9 million. He is the Greek German that we have. And so far we've played him in a few different games, especially in the Cup where we've rotated. And he's played a lot for our reserves or our under-19s or under-18s. And so far so good, 7.02 non-competitive. In the league that we've played him, he's had 3 starts, 6.9 rating. That's fairly good for a team who tends to be quite near the top, having their defenders on roughly the high 6s. Not necessarily get into the 7s because maybe they didn't really need to. Our team was just too overpowering. But I really like the look of this guy. I mean, if you think about it, we've played him this much already, and he's 16. He's still 16 for another 6 months as well. He's 6'1". I mean, he's a ginormous man already for a 16-year-old. Jumping reach of 14. So he has everything that I want already in a 16-year-old defender. And I think what we've done, we've picked up this man, and maybe he could be the long-term partner for Armini for a fair few seasons. I think that is definitely what I'm thinking in my head when I look at this player. He has everything that I want in a young defender. Obviously, his strength is going to get better. His positioning, I think we're training that. We'll have a look in a sec. And his mental attributes, although they're low now, they will increase. He has 18 determination. That's fantastic. He has a driven personality, so that's good too. Training-wise, what I'm basically doing with this man so far, we're training him as a ball-playing defender on defend. I think that's the best way to go. Have him as, like, it will cover all sort of different things then, so it will work on his pace, work on his positioning as well. And I think once we get his passing up a little bit more, maybe that'll be good. I'm really, when I look for ball-playing defenders, 11 passing, that will do for me. As long as it's yellow, as a first-team player, he will get there, though, only 2 away. And his vision of 8, that will hopefully increase as well. I'm also training him in defensive positioning. I think that's one of the most important mental attributes. It goes without saying, really, in a defender. But this man, I think, like, discussing new traits, marking could be one that I might put in and imply to this man, because we are going to talk about these sort of things when I do discuss different players, like player traits, what I'd like to do with them, if they're a striker, whether I think they're better at rounding the goalkeeper or placing first-time shots. We're going to discuss all of those sort of things. Maybe you might pick up something and learn stuff for your own save, and hopefully that does actually happen. But I think his training rating's 9.75, and I think overall already, I mean, we won't see too much of an increase here if we go to attributes and go to all time. He hasn't really increased in anything other than his jumping reach of 1. But later on, as we go down the save, the more and more we look at certain players, and maybe when we come back to Demetrius, we'll see an even better increase, and these greens will be upward arrows, and we'll see a lot of numbers next to them. So although defensive positioning's gone up, and well, his jumping reach, sorry, has gone up of 1, everything else is just slowly, gradually getting better and better, and hopefully by the end of the season we'll have an insane wonder kid for this game. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, a bit different. Let me know down in the comments whether you like this style of episode, looking into a player development just like that. I'm going to leave you on the sight of us sitting at the top of the league. That is 2 great results that we've had for us there, because I think Norwich even pulled it back in that game against Sheffield United. So, I mean, we did very well to win our game. Teams around us didn't do so. So Norwich actually pulled it back to win 2-1, and Salzburg beat Augsburg 1-0. So we're sitting pretty. 3 points at the top now. Absolutely amazing stuff. Player of the match, we now finally have a player in there. Thank God for that. But the most clean sheets by Van Bournemouth. He's been a fantastic bring-in for the price that we have. So I'm really happy with that. I do also, I'm going to tell you now, I have signed a goalkeeper for the future for a bargain price. And I'm going to leave you with that. Hopefully, I will remember to show you at some point. But I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to leave you on a tease. Please remember to leave your questions down in the comments for the birthday Q&A session. That is, of course, on Monday. Happy birthday to Omega Luke Gaming. I am so proud of what we have managed to accomplish in a year, especially the community that we see on Discord. That is very overwhelming. Like, sometimes I'll just leave the Discord for, I won't leave it per se, but I won't check it for a whole day. And you guys are just talking non-stop about Football Manager, talking about your lives, what's going on, your tactics that you're testing, and it's really great to see. So massive thank you to everyone who is involved in that. You all know who you are. If you're not involved yet and you don't know what Discord is, just try it out. If you don't like it, you can just delete the app and you'll never see anything about it. But we have over 300 people in there now, and that is amazing stuff. Remember, we will be live tomorrow for Twitch. Twitch.tv/Omega Luke Gaming to play the games in between this and the next episode. I don't know when I'll come back for the next episode. I'm not going to put a thing on it. Probably is going to be the Sheffield United game because they're close. But who knows? But we'll play all the games in between anyway, leading up to the final end of the season. My name is Omega Luke. Drop a like on the video if you can. That would be amazing. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you on Monday. Happy birthday, Omega Luke Gaming. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I have picked another one for you just down below. And if you want to support the channel anymore, then there is a Patreon there, which you can sponsor a player. Why not? Treat yourself.